The purpose of this video is to introduce a new player to some basic concepts of combat in Star Citizen. This video has been fact-checked by Azure Lance and Whitesnake to ensure that the content is correct. While this video may not necessarily make you a good pilot, it will hopefully point you in the right direction. I highly recommend you check out the community discords where you'll find knowledgeable pilots who will have more detailed advice. When you start an attack on a target, do not fly directly at them. You want to strafe diagonally left or right paired with up or down to avoid ramming into them and also make yourself harder to hit. A common problem newer pilots have is that they do not do this, making themselves easy prey and often colliding with their target, especially if they're fighting NPCs. If you do this, you should never unintentionally ram a target. In addition, if you apply roll to corkscrew towards your target, you'll be even harder to hit. The reason for this has to do with the travel time of a ship's weapons. If you shoot at me using the pip on your HUD and I'm 1 kilometer away, and the time it takes for your shots to travel to me, I'll have already changed directions and your shots will miss. Because of this, the key to being hard to hit is acceleration, not necessarily speed. This means liberal use of boost is key to survival. Once range has been closed, begin a circle strafe around the target, again using multiple different strafe directions, left or right paired with up or down. While in a circle strafe, it is also a good idea to neutralize your forward and back strafe and use that axis to increase or close the distance to your target. Applying forward or back strafe can also make you harder to hit, but keep in mind your distance to the target to optimize your weapon loadout. Eventually your engines will start to overheat. To compensate for this, roll your ship so that the other side of your ship's thrusters will be used and your original sets are allowed to cool. Do not continue to strafe using those engines as you'll just become a sitting duck. As a rule of thumb, 500 meters is a decent range to try and maintain, however it is very dependent on your weapon's velocity. If for example you are using a higher velocity weapon, being at a further range, say 700 meters, will put you at an advantage over an opponent with slower velocity weapons. With slower velocity weapons, being closer does not automatically put you at an advantage. It just helps reduce the time taken for your shots to reach the target. Being closer, however, can benefit targeting more agile ships because there's less travel time between shots, meaning there's less time for them to dodge. Ship loadout is important, but it is also a revolving door. Check one of the discords in the details for more information regarding ship loadouts. Overclocking shields and weapons is also a very beneficial thing to do, and each component can become more effective in their own way. In dogfighting, you'll often want to set your shields forward by 1 tick. This is only the tip of the dogfighting iceberg. I encourage everyone to check out the Discord servers found below if you have any questions and to expand your knowledge even more.